welcome to the Maths Studios. So like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more notifications. Happy learning. So we are going to learn about rational numbers today. What are rational numbers and what numbers are included in rational numbers? All right. So rational numbers are basically the numbers that can be written as a fraction form or as a ratio form in A upon B, where B, the denominator, should not be a 0. Alright, so now let's see what are rational numbers. Rational number includes integers and fractions. Alright, let's look at fraction examples. 1/3 and -2 whole 1/8 are few examples of fractions. Now let's see what will be included in the integers. In integers, we will include whole numbers and negative numbers. In whole numbers, we know that they start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and all positive integers, you can say. And negative numbers or negative integers like -1, -2, -3. Alright, now let's further see. Rational numbers also includes two other things. And what are those kinds of numbers? The two other kinds of numbers that are included in rational numbers? The two other kind of numbers that are included are rational numbers also include decimal numbers. They include decimal numbers. But what kind of decimal numbers? The terminating decimals and you can say the terminating decimals and the recurring decimals. And now I'm also going to tell you what are terminating decimals and what are recurring decimals using the examples from the above fractions. Alright, so if you look at the first example over here from fractions, that is 1/3. If I convert this fraction into a decimal, it is going to be 0.3333 and that will continue. Alright, it will continue forever. Or I can also write it in another form, that is 0.3 and a bar at the top of the digit 3, so that it shows that it is a repeating number. The number is going to be repeated again and again, and we can see that 3 is repeated again and again. So this is called recurring decimals. Now let's go on to the second example, that is 2 whole 1/8. And if I am going to convert that into decimals, I can see that the answer after dividing this is going to be 2.125. Now this decimal is ended, right? So we are going to say that this is a terminating decimal. It means that in this decimal number, the numbers are not going to continue. They will have an ending point, right? So these are called terminating decimals. Now rational numbers, they also include perfect square numbers as well. Alright, so if you know that, for example, square numbers, you can say the perfect square numbers. Alright, the perfect square numbers are included in rational numbers. Let's take an example of over here. For example, 25 is a perfect square. So if we take out the square root of 25, since 25 is a natural number, and if you are going to take out the square root of 25, which is going to be 5, it is also a natural number. So we can say that rational numbers, they also include the perfect square numbers. So yes, 5 is a natural number. So I hope you have understood.